Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing a review of Pose Season 1 Episode 4. Sorry. Season 1 Episode 4, The Fever. Basically, this whole episode was about knowing your status, battling the misconceptions of knowing your status, and also feeling accepted, feeling beautiful, feeling wanted of who you are. So we get this scene, started scene with Candy. Candy is one of the daughters of Elektra. She's from the House of Abundance, and it was luxurious femme body, femme queen body, and Candy was gonna go try to go out and do the category. Elektra led her down and told her no, she would not win. You was not fooling anybody with that. You look like a freaking your body look like you go chop a chop a walnut, and it was embarrassing. And Kenny didn't feel like that. She said she feels she wins, so she went out there. Pray tell, read her was like, oh, girl, what you doing? Everybody was reading her. And it's like if you don't fit the category, you should not compete in that category. And Elektra told her, and she got embarrassed. She got over 6. I don't know if that's the lowest score you could get, but that's the lowest score of the Polar scale. Based on the other people contestants who did that one way, they was getting on 10s and 9s, and she was getting 6. And and Angel watched her, and she just felt embarrassed for she felt embarrassed for Candy. So Candy ran out, hurt, feel defeated. She was smoking a cigarette, and Angel came out and talked to her. And Angel tried to console her and tell her about her man Stan, and Stan said feeling her skin. And I guess Angel also feel that she's not a full natural woman either. And Candy said, "Why are you telling me about your man when I'm telling you about my freaking body issues?" And she was like, she knows a plastic surgeon who will help get the thing that body that you want. Not somebody who's like licensed plastic surgeon that you go to the hospital, you pay a lot of money. Like something like a street plastic surgeon, one of those things that underground, who may not have the license, but they do it because if you got the money. So that's what it was, and I think a lot of people does that. They do it by backhand job to get work done in your body, and sometimes these people is not all that great. They get your money and they bot you all up. Um they inject you with some silicones and stuff that might not be FDA approved, or might not be ready for the. It's not like be the same as the hospitals, but they will trick people and tell people that it is, and it's that it's the same thing, and it's cheaper, and it's welcome. I can give you the body that you want, showing pictures of people that they worked on. They may not that be the people they worked on. They might just show them that body, and that's that. And that's it was this. Is be careful when you always gotta do plastic surgery. That's why I said part of this episode was money. Feel accepted and feeling beautiful and feel liking who you are, because some people go to plastic surgery because they feel like they need to change part of their body to make them feel beautiful. They make them feel alive, make them feel pretty. And sometimes people feel like, oh, people feel like no. They look at the stuff in the mirror. They don't feel that way. They don't feel beautiful. Everybody say, oh, you got a nice body. You're good. You don't have to change anything. But to them, they feel ugly. They feel outcast. They feel like they're not the norm. So they have to do something to themselves to make them feel good. And I tell people that this, if it's all for you, do it. But don't do it for somebody else. Do it because you want to do it. And that's how it was. Like Candy felt like she needs to do this because of her. Because she wants to feel beautiful. She feels ugly. And that's that. So Angel and Candy went to this plastic surgeon. I found it one name. The first plastic surgeon. I'm not gonna really get the name. And she was telling about all that stuff, and it was $1,000. And Candy was asking that questions, and she said $1,000. That's a lot of money. Like you don't got like affordable pricing. I said no. Plastic surgery these days, even if you go to a street doctor, it costs a lot of money. So if you don't have the money up front, that they're not gonna work on you. And if you do get them like lower budget money, they're gonna give you lower budget work. And that's what it was. So Angel refused that. She didn't want to do it. I guess Candy gave the money, but she decided not to do it. So it was another category that Angel, no, another category that Candy was going through. It's kind of similar, but this time she was patting herself. She patted herself to see to make the body look at. And you know, if you're going to ball stand, people can tell if your body's real or not, and how you gonna try to pack it off as be real. They can read you out and they can spot it. So when she went out again, Elektra was like, "Where you go? You not fooling anyone, Mama. You not fooling anyone. You are all fake. I'm beautiful. This is this. This is natural. This is all real. I'm beautiful. This is all real, real, real. People look at me and they can tell it's real. You, on the other hand, people can tell you fooling the moves and fooling the eyes, and they can read for you. So she said you will be a loser if you go out there." And Candy got all pissed off. She said, "Screw you, Elektra. You can't do anything to me, and you can't tell me how to do, and I can't stand you." So Elektra told her, "If you walked out that day, you gonna lose. You will forget about being in the house of abundance. You was no longer my daughter." And she walked out there, and once again, Pray Tell read her for filth. And come to the point where he had to stop the music. He said, "No, no, 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 no. She's delusional. She is very delusional. Stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. Listen, girl, get the pass off your bra, your butt, and everything, and throw it somewhere else, because you is not fooling anybody with that." And she got embarrassed again, and she got pissed off, was cursing him out, cursing everything out. So they went. Elektra said, "I told you you're not gonna win everything." She said, "Screw you, Elektra. I quit." She said, "Oh, you can't quit because I already fired you. Fire you." So basically, let her go. So she's done with the house in abundance. So then Candy took Angel to another cause first time the first plastic surgery, Angel took Candy to it. And then I don't think she got it done. The second time Candy took Angel to this plastic surgeon, and it was this white old nasty old white lady with a body look like she's trying to be young, but you know like she's not young, and playing a fantasy. Oh, all the guys want me, this and that, give you a body that you want, and then we get the surgery, you got to move around so it won't be hard and stiff. It's a lot of work to go to plastic surgery. I never understand why people do that, but I understand. I never saw me personally. I would not do that, but I understand why other people go through that because that's the body they want. But to go through that to get the botch like that, it's terrible because once you get it done, it's hard to redo it or get it fixed because it's in your system. You can get affected, you get disease, it get you sick. So once you're in it, so you got to be really careful who you get your things done to. So Candy went and she gave him the money and she got it done. Then she went to perform to another category, the same category, kind of similar, and she did well. She did it and got the body, but she realized she was feeling hot. So Angel was helping her prepare the. Angel refused that. She was like, no, thank you, no, I'm not. I pass. I'm not getting it done." So Candy was like, she had this nice little bodysuit, covered her up, and she went out, she walked it, and it was like, "Oh, girl." They see the change in the body. They see that she's natural and she's working it. And she did a good job. And she got all tens. But this time, she was feeling so hot, she fainted. And Angel was saying, maybe it's a flu going around, you may get that. And she said, "You feel hot and hot." So she passed out. So later on, she had this scene with Elektra. The scenes is jumping around because I'm going by the characters. So Candy, she had to sit down with Elektra. Elektra took her in and said, "Oh, I thought I quit. So why you taking care of me?" As well. Last time I checked, I fired you. She said, "Oh, you taking care of me and I don't need your help and everything." She said, "Well, the door's right there. You could go. You could go to there. You could go through the door if you don't want my help." And she sat there and she said she had a fever of 101. And it was going down. She said, "That's because Elektra said, that's because I gave you the antibiotics to bring that thing down because you had a higher fever than that." And that's what Candy felt that she said, "You know what? I envy you because you are the type of woman who could pass. You got it. You got the body. You got everything. You could do everything you want. And you feel beautiful like you blow in my face. You feel beautiful. You feel natural. And me, when I look at myself in the mirror, I feel ugly. I hate myself. I don't like how I look." So she wants the body that she's got. And then later on, last time when we see her looking at herself in the mirror, and we see the freaking botch patched up work on it, and it looked like it was getting affected. So I was like, oh, hope it's working out well for you, Candy, because that don't look like it don't look good at all. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful when you go to this plastic surgery because it could be a dangerous game doing it. And if you don't get it right and you don't get it done right with the right person, it's tough, especially if you go to the street doctors because you don't know where they get their products from. You don't know if it got tested. You gotta know what they inject themselves in it. Because once they get their products, they can do anything and they want to their products. And the side effects you get it bloated. It could be popped on you. It could look uneven. You get sick. So that's why I looked at the skin. It looked crazy in her skin. I don't know if that's skin tone, but it looked like the stuff that she injected herself in it. It was affecting her skin. It got breaking out. And I said, oh, that don't look right. So that may be the direct cause of her fever that she had got. Now, Angel, let's do it with Angel as well. So during the midst of the time, Angel Candy was going to this plastic surgery. Angel was kind of hesitant. It's like her wheels are turning that she feels as well that she don't feel completely a woman. She knows she's passable as a woman, but she don't completely feel well. And a lot of transgender women feels that way, that they want to be a complete woman. And having that piece down there still reminds them that they are born a man and still that has the piece that they're a man. Some of them might not have the surgery, the money to get the surgery, so they have to live with that, but at the same time they feel like they're not complete without getting our surgery. And someone has the surgery and feel like once they get this done, they will feel free, they will feel reborn, they will feel like a whole natural woman. And that's what it is. I think that's what it is, because when you get born, some people born feel like they've been born in the wrong body. Some men feel like they should be a female, but they're a male. Some female feel like they should be a male. So they transition themselves with hormones and stuff to become the person they are. But complete with surgery, it can make you complete in some people's eyes. And the male body, they turn to dick to a vagina. And I saw a documentary back in the day they showed you the procedure, and it was a lot. It's a lot to go through it, and then you gotta go through counseling, you gotta go through therapy, you gotta make sure you're okay, you gotta continue your treatment, you gotta continue on it. And then also as well, after you go through surgery, you act like you're a baby again. You gotta get taken care of. You can't go to the bathroom. You gotta control the muscles down there until you be able to go to the bathroom again. It's like if you be born as a baby, and you gotta take the steps again over to make sure your body accepts your new surgery. So it's a lot to go on it, and that's why I say it takes people counseling to get through it because it's not easy. That's what before you get signed off to it, they want to make sure you're okay to start the treatment. If you're not okay psychologically, emotionally, mentally, physically, and everything, they will not give you the surgery. Even if you pay for it or not, they cannot give it to you. So that's what it was. So Angel, like, I guess her wheels are turning in her head that she wants this done because she doesn't feel fully woman. Because when she told Candy about her man was admiring her skin and everything, and I guess something else was saying, and just make her feel that, okay, once I get something down there, I'll be a complete woman. You go will love me more. So Angel had to see with Stan. They was dancing, they were having a good time, and they were about to have sex, and Stan couldn't get up. So Angel took it as that he is not attracted to her, which actually he is attracted to her because he really loves her. He can't stop thinking about you, Angel. So, but he said it's an alcohol, which I understand because some women people feel like if the man can't get up, that they not attracted to you. That's not the case, because if they was attracted to you, they would never got up in the first place with you, and they never have sex with you before. You had successful sex. This time he couldn't get up. And alcohol plays a role. He said it's the booze. And I had this happen before when people drinks a lot. Alcohol does enhance your performance, but at the same time, if you drink too much of it, it does affect your ability to get up, especially if you drink too much. So that was his thing, but Angel took it as that he's not attracted to her personally, and that's what make her feel that. So she picked a fight on him and start arguing. And it's like, I bet your woman is good. She has a natural body and this and that, luxurious. Who's she? You love her. You banged her out before you came over here. I'm just a little piece of fantasy for you. Why do you want me? Why you chose me? You came all over the pier, over the place. You could get anybody you want, but you came looking for me. Why me personally? And that's what he told her. He said, "Who are you? Are you gay?" He said, "No, I'm not gay. I'm not gay." And that's how it is. Men who have sex with transition women feel like they are women themselves, even though they may be attracted and they may get turned on by the woman having some extra down there. Now, later on, we'll talk about Electra and her man because some women feel like because they all natural women when they have sex, they don't want to be reminded that they have a piece down there, so they don't want you to touch it at all. If you touch it, they feel like you disrespecting them. You feel like they're still men, and they feel that way. They have an emotional connection, disconnect with their penis, and they don't want to be reminded during sex. So that means no touching at all, no sucking the dick, don't remind it, no touching it at all. Just bang me out, do it, make me feel like a woman. But if you once you go down there, they gonna make it feel like that. It just put the reality that they still a man. They don't have the surgery, so they feel unwanted. They feel hurt. They feel assaulted that you were disrespecting them that way. Now, some men feel that they transition women are turned on by getting a piece touched during the sex. Some okay with it. They're like, okay, whatever, I got that piece, I can bang it out, whatever. Especially if a guy like to get fucked, she could do it back to him. But some women feel like no, because of a woman, they don't want to use that piece at all. So you cannot touch it. Don't try to act on top of you, because they're not gonna do that. They want to feel a fully woman, want to be only receiving. So Angels feel that way because she was like, when we had sex and going on, you be touching my dick. Why you be touching my dick? And he said, I thought you would like it. He said, no, I don't like it. You doing that because you like it. I told you I don't care for that. I don't like that. So it's basically making feel like Angel don't feel complete with her body, and she want that surgery undone. And not about the surgery, but it's not much about the surgery that Electra was doing. It's more about the body that she wants. She wants that full voluptuous body. He said maybe she feel like maybe if she gets the body, the plump ass, the big titties, or something like that, then it would be good for Stan that he would be more attracted to her. That's what she feel like. So she had that argument with him, not because he couldn't get up. Yeah, that's part of it, but a part of it was that she feel that he doesn't want her because she's not the body that she envisioned that he would like and enjoy. So I would say that was something. I tell you, powerful in the mind is really something, and it doesn't matter what people say. If you don't feel beautiful within yourself, if you don't feel natural, pretty, you don't feel love in your own skin, then no matter what people say, it will not help your cause. It will not help you at all. You will feel defeated until you get that thing done, and you doing it for yourself, not for anybody else. Now, when I was talking about Electra, right? Electra met with her guy that she been dealing with for 10 years. Her man. I guess he be working a lot. He has a lot of money. He rich. He's the guy, Detective Stable for SVU. I love that show. I'm mad that he left that show, but he's the guy, her man of the show, and his name is Dick. And he came back in town, called. They had sex, and he said, "Oh, you still got it after 10 years? I've been with you longer than my two marriages combined." And she said, I always gonna feel good for you. And he said, oh, you saying like that because you want something. Remember, she getting through a surgery. She want to get complete, and she want to get this done. She want to get pre-op because right now she pre-op. She want to get the post-op surgery, and that means removing her piece down there because she feels passable as a woman. Now, the only thing she feels that she doesn't have is that vagina that she needs to make her feel a woman. And like Dick is one of the guys that feel like no, I'm attracted to a transgender woman because I'm attracted to a transgender woman who's the woman, but has the extra piece that turns them on. And he said, I feel that I I get turned on knowing that you have that extra umph down there, and my dick get hard when I touch it, when I look at it, when I play with it. And he said, no, I don't want you to get the surgery because I love you all this long time. I like you all this long time, and I build you up. Basically, he's like, he feel like he owned her. He said, I build you up. Why you want to go and mess that up? Throw away rehab because you want to get a surgery. No, I don't want a full-fledged woman. He said, if I want a woman, I would stay. He want a woman, but he said he want a full-fledged woman, a natural-born woman. He would stay with his with other people. But he said, you have that extra, and I'm turned on by that. So why? And She said, don't forget, don't think I will not think that you will freaking replace me one younger woman when I get a chance. I need to feel this. I need to have this. And so I'm not asking for help because I could do this my own. He said, well, if you could do it your own, then you wouldn't want to have me, right? So this goes like a freaking up and down emotions with Elektra because she really wants this, but at the same time, she don't want to lose the money and support that her man giving her, the one that been there for her all this long ass time. So the next scene when we have with Elektra, the same category that Candy got quitted from Elektra, and Elektra told her no, that you was gonna lose. If you lose, you gonna get let go. So he fired her. It was a category. Elektra had this red dress, and she looked nice, she was beautiful, she's stunning. And then this girl named Aphrodite came. Aphrodite was a house of extravaganza, and she walked out beautiful, beautiful, decked out, full dress woman. And Elektra admired her. Elektra got first runner up, and Aphrodite won the grand prize. Elektra was proud of it, so she said, "I will take you to dinner." Her house children was like, "Ugh, that." Took her to dinner. Took her to dinner, and they had a talk. And Elektra admired her. She said, "I admire you and everything." But Aphrodite said, "I looked up to you. I see you perform. I see you out there, and I want to be like you. And you inspire me to be doing who I am, to go off and to pursue." And Elektra said, "Thank you." But I said, "I like you and everything, and I inspired by you as well." And she said, "Really? Really? Somebody a statue like you? And I'm inspiring you?" She said, "Yeah, because you have this on. You went for it. And you have no regrets and everything." And I would feel like that. And like that Aphrodite told her to say, "You know what? If you feel that this is something that you want to do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else." She would say, "Her man don't like this and all that stuff." And Aphrodite told her that you have to. She said, "I don't feel incomplete. I feel inconvenient that I have this piece with me." And like I said earlier, that a lot of transgender women who feel like they're transitioning, that piece is the only one that's stopping them to making them feel complete. And after I say, if you're gonna go for it, go for it. Do it for you, because you will feel free. You will feel completed. I feel free after I'm gonna do it, and you have to do feel free for yourself. And a lot of people feel after they get the surgery, they feel complete. They feel natural. They feel they have that umph of confidence of them. They may still feel kind of think it's because they got the surgery and they had to work themselves up. But once they get it, most people they feel they're good. So that was that. So Elektra went met with the doctor that she had with the who spearheaded this transition surgery, and she said, "I will be there every step in your way." And she started feeling afflicted again because she was like, "My man, I've been with 10 years. He been with me through everything, and he always took care of me. And now I'm doing this, and I don't know." It's like, so the doctor reassured her. He said, "You know what? If he's doing this for you, like I said, if he's doing it for you, you'll feel good for yourself, and natural, and it's all gonna be free, and free yourself from that freaking heavy burden of heavy thoughts, heavy negative thoughts that's in you, negative emotions, and let them out, and let your positivity in, let your rebirth grows, and that's what it is. So Elektra signed the papers, and they gotta go through different signatures to continue on. And during the time, she got to continue treatment. She got to continue counseling, support, and as long as she continue on that, then everything be good. So next, the next thing I would talk about know your status and everything, because that was the big part of this episode as well. It's some misconceptions about the knowing your status. Now, Damon was performing, he was practicing rehearsals, and then all of a sudden he stopped. And he started, when he would get drink water, when he get drinking water, he threw up in the garbage. So the teacher told him to go home. So Blanca took his temperature, he had 102 fever, and he was burning up. Remember, Blanca, we know Blanca HIV positive. Now, some of the early signs of HIV, if you get that, you get sick, you get fever, you get high fever, you get muscle aching, your body hurt, you get gland swollen and stuff, and that's what, like having to do unprotected sex. Now, when Blanca was take care of him, she asked him, "Did you, Ricky, use condoms?" He said, "Yeah, but sometimes it slips up." And she was like, she was getting upset, and he said, I don't want to hear it anymore. So she let it go, and she was, her wheels were turning in her head. Then he said, oh my gosh, hope he don't get it, hope he don't get it, because Blanca HIV positive, and she don't want Damon to go through the same path. So she's, so later on, Angel went to give Damon some chicken noodle soup, and it's feeding him some soup, and Damon asked Angel, said, well, when mother came to see me, she asked me all these questions about sex and everything. Why she asked me a question when I'm sick with a fever? And mind you, it could be a flu going around, but it also could mean that he may have it. So we don't know, unless he don't know until he go to the doctor. So she was saying, you know what, people who look so good and good on the outside, usually at first sign they show they have the virus. And he said, what, AIDS? And he went straight to AIDS. He didn't say HIV, because usually people say when they say the virus, they go straight to the AIDS. And she said, I'm sure you'll be fine. You don't know yet. You go to the doctor, you could get tested. So Damon had this scene with Ricky, and Damon asked Ricky, what's your status? Ricky said he not sure. And he said he don't know his status. He never got tested. And he asked how many people he had sex with. He had over 50. And Damon said 50? 50 people he had sex with? And then there's one misconception they have is that Ricky said that, no, you could only get it if you've been receiving. I only bottom twice. So I don't have it. You're not going to get it. And he said, so I don't have the disease. I'm fine. Now, two misconceptions he said there. One, he said that you only could get HIV, the virus, if you only bottom. That is not true. And it seems that in 2018, a lot of people still feel that way. I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to get it. If you only could give me head, and you only do this, or if I only giving it, I can't get it. I said, no, you can get HIV. If you get heavy, you get HIV top, and you get HIV but bottom as well. So that misconception that only the bottoms get HIV, that's crazy. That's dumb, and that's the misconception. But it's same to say it that people now these days still believe that if I'm not a bottom, I can't contract HIV, which that's not true. You could get it. You can get HIV through oral sex if you not know who the person's mouth is. If you don't use a condom. So that was that. And then another misconception was what he said. He said it was something else. And you had to be at top and everything. And then it was something else. I forgot. It was something else that he said that was misconception about that. Oh, it was another one. No, that's later on. Now, Blanca overheard this, and she went to talk to Pray Tell about it. And she was like, "These people's young. I gotta protect them. I don't want them to do the same mistakes I did." And so like that, he said, "They're saying young. They don't know things like that. And even older people now, grown to them, still don't get tested, and go get tested, and it sucks that happened." And so Blanca said, "We gotta change this. There's so many out there who will give a cure, and Paytel said they don't give a damn about us. They ain't trying to help us. They ain't trying to get no cure for us. It's not a play. It's like a freaking intervention. Like they get it. They can die out and leave out the earth." And Blanca said it could change because in the '80s, even though medicine and stuff was kicking in to prolong people's lives for HIV, it was still a death scare that people have. So Pray Tell went to take Little Poppy, Ricky, and Damon out to eat. He said, "We all go get tested. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I'm not gonna get a test. Now I can test it." So they went out to get it, and it was another misconception. I forgot to say that Little Poppy's Damon said to Little Poppy, he said why he needed to get tested because he only had sex with women, and Little Poppy said he had slip ups because he said sometimes when he was out there and everything, he will get head by men. And as another misconception, a lot of people think that HIV is only a homosexual disease, which is not. HIV, it doesn't discriminate who against. Straight women get it, straight men get it, gay men, bisexual men, no matter who you are, Anybody get it, white, black. It's not a color disease. It doesn't discriminate who you are. Anybody can get HIV. If it's passed down, passed down. So it's misconception. People still think today, think now about HIV in 2018 that it's only a homosexual drug and homosexual disease. Homosexual is the only one who got the highest account. No, actually, it doesn't have the highest account. Heterosexual women and stuff have the highest account because men are sleeping on the men or women sleeping on the people have unprotected sex, and it's passed along between the female and then passed on to the baby, so on and so on. So HIV doesn't discriminate. Anybody can get it. So that was another misconception I do there. And they went to get tested, and Damon, Ricky, and Little Poppy all negative. Pray Tell is positive, and Pray Tell usually when people who find out, especially through that time, even now they get found out of HIV, they breaks down. Now because we have all that treatment and stuff like that, a lot of people are okay. It still hurts, but a lot of people may be okay because it's not a death sentence like it was, and you can live long life if you stay on your medication. Before it's unknown. It was known a lot of medicines out there. It was not a lot of things. So it's like the time starts. Your death time sentence starts once you get attracted to that. And Pray Tell was breaking down and everything. So he lied at first to the kids to say he's negative, and then later on he told Blanca that he told Blanca he lied to the kids. He said he is positive, that he's negative when she actually is positive. And Blanca was upset at first, but she said, you know what, we're gonna support each other. We got each other's back, and it's not that curable disease that is out there. We're gonna help each other. We're gonna get the treatment. We're gonna take care of each other. Now that was that. That was a nice little thing. Now the last scene, Damon had the performance, and Damon killed the performance. He did a really good job. The teacher was proud. She was proud. She was proud and looked like she started tearing that Damon did a good job. Looked at Blanca, and Blanca said thank you. And it was like she was so proud. Little Poppy throwing something. He's so hype, Ricky. It was a good little thing. So that was that. I like this episode because it was very informative, and as well as letting people know about things. Because it was today, people go through this. People go through the misconception about HIV and AIDS. People still these days don't get tested because they feel they don't need to get tested or something, or they don't want to know, or once they know, they feel their life is different, their life is over. People want to be accepted, don't feel beautiful when they look at themselves in the mirror, even though they may be all great and looking good by other people, but themselves don't feel right. So it was a lot of themes and messages in this episode that really could touch people if they really look at this episode. So that was Pose. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos if you can to help me build my channel up. Once again, my name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching Mizzle 14, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.